The rest of the story. Oh, this could not be good. Both doorbells in the apartment, front door and back door, rang simultaneously. Young man, 19, Phil, he called himself, jumped when he heard the doorbell chorus, answered the front door. At the same time, his newlywed wife answered the back door. Each was confronted by a sturdy, stocky policeman. We've had a few complaints, the officers informed Phil and his wife. Mind if we look around? They were not asking. Accompanied by the obviously anxious young couple, the cops first went to the apartment's kitchen. There they found two men sitting at a table, eating. "What's the problem, officers?" one of them said. Problem was that the neighbors had grown suspicious. They had fretted watching people come and go at all hours. People carrying odd-looking parcels, apparently equipment of some kind. And the draperies were drawn night and day. In that Prohibition era, it could mean only one thing, a still. They were making illegal hooch in the apartment. The three men and the woman looked at one another. "I can assure you, officers, that nothing illegal is happening here," she declared. But by then the policemen had gone into the dining room, where they discovered the strangest array of peculiar contraptions that either of them could have imagined. On the dining table, on the floor, sprawled into an adjoining room, jamming a closet. All right, what is this?" one of the cops demanded. Teenage Phil thought fast. It's a laboratory." "That's it," he answered. "It's my laboratory. I'm a scientist." "Well, all right, Einstein," said the other cop. "What's all this about?" Now, Phil was a shy, even sheepish young fellow most of the time, farm boy originally. But when he was under pressure, he transformed somehow into a brilliant, compelling orator. And now, once again, he flailed his arms, expounding on his scientific theories, explaining that the two men having lunch in the kitchen were his investors. But specifically, what was Phil doing here? The policeman asked yet again, and Phil told them. At first their jaws dropped, and then gradually, eventually, uproariously, they laughed. One thing for sure, whatever crazy thing these crazy people were up to, it did not appear to be against the law. So the burly policemen, still chuckling, departed, leaving the four in the apartment much relieved and smiling to themselves. Because, you see, everything Phil had said was true. He was a gifted teenager with a bright, potentially lucrative idea, and the idea had attracted two investors named Everson and Gorell. The money man had put up Phil and his wife Pam in that Los Angeles apartment so Phil could bring his invention to life. And he did, by the way. And an industry was born. You see what Phil, 19-year young Philo Farnsworth, what he told the policeman that day in the summer of 1926 was, "I'm going to send pictures through the air. I'm about to create television." That's why they laughed. You know what he went ahead and did? Create television. Now you know the rest of the story.